Hey guys, we're out on the Heybike Villain taking a first test ride. Heybike did send this to us for testing and review, but if you're interested in picking one up after this video, make sure you use the link and the coupon code down below to save yourself $100. It's code Jeremiah, but it'll be down in the description. Thanks for the support, guys. Let's get into it. And I gotta tell you guys real quick, I just rode back to here and this bike is super quiet. I don't hear any chain noise at all rubbing on that guard. They must have got the manufacturing rate on this one. When I sit on this bike, the chain does not hit the guard at all as I'm riding it. And I'm about 175 pounds. So that's the first thing I noticed, that this is way quieter than the other electric bikes that I reviewed. The Tutio, the Q-Runs, the A-Pass, they all rub the chain guards and make tons of noise there. This one's really quiet so far. I may loosen up that chain a little bit, which may start making it rub a little bit, but so far, pretty impressive. Now, if you guys see my quick unboxing video, it pretty much goes over everything you get with the bike. It shows the controller, the battery, the size, the weights, the size, everything that you need to know about it. So go watch that video if you want to see all the specs and details. But just real quick, this has a 52 volt, 26 amp hour battery with over 4,000 peak watts going to that rear motor with the fardriver controller that's in this. And you guys can actually get a dongle for around $20. I'll put a link down below in Amazon to one of the dongles that you can plug into here, download the fardriver app, and you can go in and change some of the parameters to program this bike to make it a little bit more peppy or a little more toned down if you guys need to. There's a lot of different videos on doing that. There are a lot of settings in there, so you guys got to kind of know what you're doing if you're going to do that. But this bike has a tether that can clip to you, so if you fly off the bike, it'll shut off. But let's just get into the real quick speed modes here, show you guys how smooth this bike is in 1 and 2, and then we'll see what kind of speed we can get in 3. Now, I'm not going to be able to take it out on a road and get a full road speed test because I don't have anywhere that I can ride it right now legally, but we're going to go in the yard, see what we can get it up to, see what kind of wheelies maybe we get out of it. So let's get into it, guys. This is mode number 1 right here, pulling out, full throttle, super smooth, guys. It pulls out very nice and slow and easy on 1. So if you're buying this for your child and either he's used to or not used to dirt bikes, if he's in 1, then shouldn't have a problem pulling out and maintaining control fairly easily. And this is still 1, good power, and it does have decent speed in 1 once you get going, but this is still in 1, 15, 16. Honestly, they can ride it around in 1 and be just fine getting around. Like I said, I'm about 175 pounds. So that's mode 1. Let's bump it up to 2. And then once I show you these real quick, I'll put the action cam on my chest and show you guys a little bit first person how it performs. This is mode 2 pulling out. Definitely a little more peppier. All right, full throttle. Definitely some more get up. You guys can hear how quiet that chain is. I don't hear it at all. This is mode 2. It's quick. And mode 2. This is uphill slightly. 20 mile an hour. 21. Well, it showed 18 on the GPS, 20 to 21 on the bike display. I'll show you guys that here in a minute when I switch over. And then this is mode number 3. Let's see here. Let me turn around. Mode number 3. Ooh, I had to let off the throttle because it was pulling it up. All right, let's try this here. Ooh, yeah, it pulls it up in mode 3, no problem. It seems very controllable though, guys. Very nice. Oh yeah, I think my son's gonna be able to wheelie this bike really good. All right, mode 3. And it's a little bit wet and muddy out here today. Mode 3 is real quick. 28. And this is mode 3. Uphill, 25. Well, it's around 20, 21 uphill there. I think the speedometer versus GPS is a little bit off. I'll show you guys here. Switch over to chest mount and we'll see how accurate it is. And one thing I like about this bike too is the keys down here in the center, so that's nice. So this is the GPS I got going. This is the display. Hopefully you guys can see it to compare. Like I said, the tether here, that whenever this is pulled, you can see I got power. When this is pulled, no power. So very nice for safety. So here we go. Speed 1. Really nice and slow pickup. Got 14 on the display, almost 15, and 12 on the odometer, so maybe 3 mile an hour off. Let's bump it up to mode 2. You can see it's quick. So this is still mode 2. 18 on GPS, 23 on display, 19 on GPS, 21, 22 on display. This is about 3 miles an hour off. Now let's bump it up to 3. Oh yeah, three's got a lot more power. I want to run my new solar panel over. Very nice, guys. Pull me around no problem at 175 pounds. $22 on the bike, 27 on display. Yeah, so it's quite a few mile an hour off. I believe you can go in the fardriver app though and actually set it in there to make that match more of an accurate speed. My GPS could be lagging too, but we're gonna throw my son on here, let him ride around and show you how it does with him on it. But guys, I'm very impressed. Very, very nice. I love the fact that that's really quiet, that chain doesn't really rub. You can see it's rubbing on there now because I'm not sitting on it, but once I sit on it, it does not rub. So we'll see if it rubs with him on there because he's only about 80 pounds, I think. All right, now my son's on it. He's trying to walk the bike back. It's a slight uphill. You can see he can't pull it back. Now watch this. This has a reverse button that you can put it in reverse and it'll help you. Now it won't pull you back up the hill by itself, but look how much easier it is to walk that thing back when it has reverse. That's awesome. No other electric dirt bike that I've reviewed yet has reverse, so that is a cool feature. This is one of his first tries on the bike. And of course he's gonna try wheelies. Pops it up easily. He has to get used to the balance point on this one though. He's really good at wheelies on his Tutio. And looks like he's gonna be good on this one too. So far, I'm really liking it. The chain's pretty quiet. You can hear it slapping a little bit more with him on it. He's only 80 pounds, but still very quiet. That was a decent one. Nice. Oh yeah, very controllable, very nice. That was a real nice one. That was really good. Let me know what you guys think, how he's progressing with his wheelies. I think he's doing great. Definitely a lot easier to wheelie than the Q-Range and the A-Pass. It just feels a lot smoother too. I don't know if it's because it has a smoother takeoff. All right, so he's been in mode 2 the whole time, but he's in 1 now, and he's gonna try to do a wheelie in 1 to show you that it can't really wheelie in 1 no matter how hard. Oh, he got one a little bit. Now that is a little bit uphill, so it does make it a little easier, but you really can't flip it over in gear 1 weighing about 80 pounds. Yeah, that's gear 1. And he's trying his hardest. It just won't pop it up high enough. So that's really nice that you can have good controllability if you have somebody that's not very experienced. Now he's gonna bump it up into mode 2 here. That's the mode he was just in previously and been killing these wheelies in mode 2. Gives it a little bounce. Or maybe he was in mode 1 still. He gives it a little bounce, pops it right up. He's not even using the brake, and he's able to control that wheelie very easily with that full grip throttle. And the throttle is really nice on this, guys. It feels very, very good. It feels like a strong throttle, not cheap and chintzy. Let's see, mode 2 still. Pretty easy, pops it up, and very easy to control. All right, now this is mode 3. He doesn't have to bounce it at all. Picks it right up. Very nice. I think he's gonna try it one more time here. And I don't know about your kids, guys, but he loves just doing tricks, doing wheelies, things like that. Oh yeah, very nice. Mode 3.
Okay, this is starting out at mode 1. Very controlled. good top speed. Very good for younger riders, new riders that are just got their first electric dirt bike. This would be pretty great for them in mode 1. But I also think it has a little like power band, so like give it throttle, and then it like at the start it kind of not that much power, and then it just gives it more power, like almost like a turbo, like spools up. But we're gonna switch to mode 2 here. And I also love this start on throttle. It feels very sturdy, very responsive, torquey. I'll do a wheelie. Perfect balance too. Great for wheelies. Don't even have to hit the brake, and it's not even a power wheelie. Just perfect all around for mode 2. Gonna try mode 3 here. See, not even gonna pull up on the bars. Pops it right up like nothing. Pops it right up. Great acceleration. 0 to 20 in almost, probably under a second right there. Try another wheelie real quick. Barely even tap the throttle there, and it's perfect balance. But I also think you can get a accessory speaker from their website that could maybe mounts under the seat and maybe plays like motor sounds or something. I don't know when they're coming out with that, but that'd be cool to test out and just try. But one last thing, I love the reverse, because say you turn in here, get stuck, reverse right out of it, back out.
And one thing I wanted to mention, guys, my original unboxing video where I showed you all the features of the bike and the specs, I said that you had to take this side plate off here as well as this plate to get the battery out. I was wrong. You can take just this plate off, and there's enough battery cable to slide the battery out without taking this off. Initially when I tried that, the cables must have been stuck on something because I couldn't pull it out, but I'm able to pull it out that way now, and I'll show you that here. So very nice. Not so many bolts to take the battery out now. All right, I got the plate off, so I got those out, and then you can see there's plenty of room here to get the battery out and to get these connectors off. One thing I would have loved to have seen though would have been an anti-spark plug or a switch on the battery, because whenever you plug this battery into the bike, it does make an arc. A lot of my e-bikes do that too that don't have switches on the batteries. And over time, if you take this thing in and out a bunch of times, it may arc, causing a little black spot on the terminals of the battery or on the plug itself. So you want to kind of plug it in pretty quickly. You don't want to go slow and give it more room to arc. I hope they can upgrade that in the future. But really, that's about the only negative I see so far on the bike that I would like to see upgraded. All right, guys, that's going to be about it. If you feel like this is the bike for you, don't forget to use that coupon code Jeremiah to save $100 off your order. And honestly, guys, I think this bike's awesome. Thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing, and I'll see all of you around on the next one.